Ariana Grande's new looks has doctors very concerned. Ariana Grande and her Wicked co-star Cynthia Erivo recently surprised fans on the red carpet with their noticeably slimmer appearances. At the film's premiere, online commentary ranged from concerned observations about Ariana's fragile look to playful allusions to potential weight loss medications. While some speculated about the role of restrictive diets, cosmetic doctors emphasized the importance of careful nutritional planning, particularly for vegans. To avoid unintended health consequences, Ariana Grande has undergone a notable evolution in her appearance over the years. Changes to her facial features, particularly her nose and lips, have fueled speculation about potential cosmetic procedures like rhinoplasty and lip fillers. Dr. Dennis Schimpf, a plastic surgeon in South Carolina, expressed concern that highly restrictive diets, particularly vegan diets, can increase the risk of protein deficiency. This can lead to muscle loss, potentially resulting in a significantly thinner appearance. He also noted that Ariana Grande's paler complexion could potentially be linked to nutritional deficiencies associated with such restrictive diets. Some former vegans have shared online that they see a reflection of their own struggles with restrictive diets in Ariana's appearance, describing it as potentially indicative of the potential health consequences of extreme dietary limitations. Rebel Wilson's 80-pound weight loss you won't believe. Rebel Wilson's 80-pound weight loss overshadows her acting career. Rebel Wilson says her 80-pound weight loss garnered more attention than any of her acting roles, making her feel visible after previously feeling sexually invisible. The 44-year-old actress, who embarked on a year of health in 2020, told People magazine that her slimmer figure led to a significant shift in how she was perceived. "I was getting quite a lot of attention for the weight loss," she said. "I thought, gosh, people are so intrigued by this. Literally, I got more attention for weight loss than any movie I'd ever done." Rebel Wilson confessed she enjoyed the increased attention. "I know that's superficial, but it was nice," she admitted. "And I went, oh, is this what hot people experience all the time? Their life must be so bloody blessed." She noticed people holding doors open for her and generally paying more attention to her presence. His positive attention motivated Rebel Wilson to continue her weight loss journey. She described it as positive reinforcement. Reflecting on the experience, she said, "It was interesting to know exactly what it's like to be invisible sexually and then to be visible. I've experienced both sides of the coin." Zac Efron's transformation. So extreme, fans question his identity. Zac Efron's transformation is so shocking. Fans thought he had an entirely new face. Every few years, his face changes. It's been like 20 years of transformations. The High School Musical heartthrob, who once stole our hearts as Troy Bolton, has undergone a dramatic change over the years. Zac bulked up for roles like Baywatch, but it's his facial changes that have sparked the most rumors. In 2021, fans were stunned when Zac appeared with a noticeably sharper jawline and fuller cheeks, leading to speculation about plastic surgery. Zac has denied going under the knife, attributing his new look to a broken jaw and a strict fitness regimen. But let's be real, his glow-up is undeniable. From Disney darling to Hollywood hunk, Zac's evolution is one for the books. What do you think? Natural transformation or a little help from the pros? Either way, Zac's transformation has left fans buzzing, and his career continues to soar with new projects that showcase his versatility. Whether he's singing, acting, or just being Zac, one thing's for sure. Next up, has Kim Kardashian had too much done? Kim Kardashian's transformation is so dramatic, it's hard to believe it's the same person. The reality star turned billionaire mogul has completely redefined beauty standards. From her early days as Paris Hilton's stylist to her current status as a global icon, Kim's evolution is jaw-dropping. Her curves, contour, and even her skin tone have sparked endless debates. Kim has admitted to using Botox and fillers, but she's also a master of makeup and shapewear. However, her recent ultra-slim look at the 2022 Met Gala left fans shocked, with many accusing her of taking things too far. Whether you love her or hate her, Kim's transformation is one of the most talked about in Hollywood history. She's built an empire on her ability to reinvent herself, and her influence on beauty and fashion is undeniable. From Skims to KKW Beauty, Kim has turned her personal brand into a billion-dollar business. Love it or hate it, you can't deny her impact. The secret to Jonah Hill's incredible weight loss. Jonah's weight loss journey has been nothing short of remarkable, a testament to dedication and a complete lifestyle overhaul. He's shed a significant amount of weight, and more importantly, he seems to have gained an even greater amount of confidence. But here's the truly shocking part. He did it without any of the quick-fix fad diets or gimmicks that so many celebrities fall prey to. No juice cleanses, no restrictive meal plans promising rapid results. Jonah's transformation is rooted in good old-fashioned healthy eating and regular exercise. A simple but powerful combination that speaks volumes about his commitment to long-term well-being. Jonah's transformation wasn't just about physical change. It was a profound mental one too. It's not just about looking different, it's about feeling different. He's been refreshingly open and honest about his lifelong struggles with body image and self-acceptance, a vulnerability that resonates with so many people who have battled similar demons. His journey hasn't been shrouded in secrecy or presented as some magical formula. He's talked about the challenges, the setbacks, and the ongoing work it takes to maintain a healthy lifestyle. Matthew McConaughey's physical transformation. We won't understand. Matthew McConaughey. His transformation for Dallas Buyers Club was truly shocking, a stark departure from anything we'd seen before. He dropped an alarming, almost skeletal amount of weight to portray Ron Woodruff, a man diagnosed with AIDS in the 1980s. The dedication he showed was both admirable and unsettling, a testament to his commitment to the role, but also a glimpse into the extreme measures actors sometimes take in the name of their craft. Images of his dramatically thinned frame circulated widely, sparking conversations about his commitment and the physical demands of the role. Matthew's transformation wasn't simply about physical appearance, it was about something much deeper. It was about embodying a real person's struggle, capturing the essence of a man fighting for his life. It was about telling a story with authenticity and depth, shedding the skin of the rom-com leading man and inhabiting the raw vulnerability of someone facing a terminal illness. He's since spoken candidly about the emotional toll the role took on him, the psychological weight of carrying such a heavy burden. He described the physical challenges, the constant hunger, and the mental focus required to maintain such a drastic physical state. Kylie Jenner is up next. Has Kylie Jenner's transformation gone too far? She's evolved from a fresh-faced teenager on Keeping Up with the Kardashians to a full-fledged beauty mogul with a constantly shifting aesthetic. While some changes are natural as someone grows from adolescence to adulthood, Kylie's have been particularly pronounced, fueling speculation about cosmetic procedures. Her lips, once noticeably thinner, became significantly fuller, a change she initially attributed to clever makeup techniques before eventually admitting to temporary fillers. This sparked a global lip kit craze, solidifying her influence in the beauty industry. Beyond her lips, other aspects of Kylie's appearance have also evolved. Her style has become more high fashion and edgy, a departure from the more casual looks of her early reality TV days. Her hair, often changing color and length, adds another layer to her ever-evolving image. She's embraced contouring and other makeup techniques that sculpt and define her features, creating a more polished and glamorous look. It's a combination of these factors, the lip fillers, the evolving style, the dramatic makeup, that contributes to the overall impression of someone who looks quite different from the teenager we were first introduced to. Kelly Osbourne's shocking transformation. What's the secret? In 2018, Osbourne underwent gastric sleeve surgery, a procedure that reduces the size of the stomach, limiting food intake. She has been candid about this decision, stating that it was the best thing she has ever done for her health. Post-pregnancy weight loss. After giving birth to her son in 2022, Osbourne focused on losing the weight she gained during pregnancy. She emphasized that this was crucial for her health, as she had gestational diabetes and wanted to reduce her risk of developing type 2 diabetes. Her weight became a frequent topic of discussion, often tied to her struggles with addiction and self-esteem. This early exposure to intense scrutiny undoubtedly shaped her relationship with her body and the constant pressure to conform to societal beauty standards. Over the years, Osbourne experimented with various diets and exercise regimes, experiencing both successes and setbacks. Her weight fluctuated, and she was often candid about the challenges she faced in maintaining a healthy lifestyle. Beyond her weight, Osbourne's style evolution has also been dramatic. She's explored different fashion aesthetics, from punk rock and edgy looks to more glamorous and sophisticated styles. This experimentation reflects a journey of self-discovery, a process of finding her own voice and expressing herself through fashion.
Number 10. Jonah Hill. The 21 Jump Street actor decided to slim down and shocked fans when he appeared noticeably thinner in July of 2016. The 39-year-old comedy star's weight loss journey began in 2011 when he dropped 40 pounds thanks to a personal trainer. But Jonah managed to slim down even more in October of 2017, and ever since then he's been able to keep the weight off, and he has turned to jiu-jitsu to stay in shape. He did take a little break when he gained weight for his 2015 role in War Dogs. Then to lose that weight again, he enlisted the help of a nutritionist and a trainer, and he even got advice from some trim and tone friends, including his co-star Channing Tatum. In the end, Jonah said that he saw the most results when he corrected his unhealthy diet. He explained that he went to see a nutritionist and they told him exactly what to eat to change his habits. The actor's also been extremely open about his insecurities following his rise to fame in the movie Superbad. He said, "I spent most of my young adult life listening to people say I was fat, gross, and unattractive, and it's only in the last 4 years writing and directing that I've started to understand how much that hurt and got into my head." Number 9. Jessica Simpson. The 42-year-old singer has gone through a massive transformation over the years, but particularly after giving birth to her daughter Birdie in May of 2019. Jessica revealed on Instagram that she lost 100 pounds in just 6 months after she and her husband Eric Johnson welcomed their third child. She shared that she was so proud to feel like herself again, and credits her longtime trainer for helping her shed the pounds in such a short amount of time. Although she looks drastically slimmer now, Jessica has been open about past struggles with her weight, which eventually led her to get some major plastic surgery disasters. In her 2020 memoir Open Book, she revealed that she had 2 tummy tucks in 2015, and the second one was riddled with complications. Quote, "I got an infection, colitis, and I was vomiting so much I thought I was going to bust my sutures." She had to spend 9 days in hospital and narrowly avoided needing a blood transplant. It was sad because all she wanted to do was get rid of stretch marks and loose skin that was left from her 2 back-to-back pregnancies. Looking back on the surgery, she claims that she did it because she wasn't strong enough to handle her insecurities and feels much more proud of her body now. Number 8. Chris Pratt. After his role in Parks and Recreation, the actor's career was at an all-time high. He garnered praise for his performance and was nominated at awards ceremonies, but he did gain a lot of weight before making it big in the industry. In Parks and Rec, he gained 300 pounds to be exact, and as a result he lost roles in several projects. Chris also felt that he was fatigued and emotionally depressed. That's when he decided to make a change and head to the gym. In 2014, the 43-year-old actor transformed his dad bod into a six-pack and posted a shirtless photo on Instagram. Eventually he succeeded in losing more than 60 pounds in 6 months, and it was all for Guardians of the Galaxy. He told Men's Health that he did so by running 5 or 6 times a day, eating leafy green salads and protein shakes, and cutting out alcohol altogether. Since then, he's been hitting the gym consistently for every movie role. For the Tomorrow War, Chris lost nearly 16 pounds. And besides his grueling workout sessions, he revamped his entire diet, adding in lots of water and consuming 4,000 calories a day. The actor documented his weight loss journey on Instagram, posting pictures of himself at various stages of the process. But overall, he seems to have found a really healthy balance in life, and he believes that transforming the body is all about the little choices that you make every day. Number 7. Mindy Kaling. In March of 2022, the actress debuted her massive weight loss transformation, and fans were shocked. She opened up about slimming down and why she waited to do it after welcoming her second child. She told Entertainment Tonight that when she had her son during the pandemic, everything was closed. But when her daughter was born, she had to shoot a movie only 2 months later. So she was very adamant about getting on a diet as quickly as possible and getting her weight down. This was around the time that Hollywood started opening up more in 2021. Mindy then posted a photo of herself on Instagram looking noticeably slimmer. She also opened up to her fans about how she lost the weight, even though she didn't reveal exactly how many pounds she dropped. Mindy said, "Honestly, I didn't really do anything differently. I like to eat what I like to eat. If I do any kind of restrictive diet, it never really works for me. I just eat less of it. I wish there was something more juicy or dynamic about the way that I lost a little bit of weight, but that's the way I've done it." Overall, her weight loss was quite a big one, and there's no doubt that she seems happy with the results. Number 6. Snooki. The iconic star of Jersey Shore shocked fans back in 2013 when she appeared even smaller than she already was. Snooki had lost 50 pounds by July of 2013, just 11 months after giving birth to her son Lorenzo. At the time, the 35-year-old revealed that she got serious about losing the baby weight and turned to consistent physical activity with a personal trainer. She said, "I work out in the gym 7 days a week. I go with my trainer 5 days a week. I have a treadmill downstairs or I do crunches. I try to do something at least once a day." So she was clearly determined to get in shape after her wild partying ways. But what's really interesting is that Snooki credits her weight loss success to Dr. Siegel Rebel's cookie diet. She once said, quote, "I eat 6 cookies a day and I have like chicken or fish for dinner, something healthy." The diet features a variety of cookie flavors like oatmeal raisin, chocolate chips, blueberry, banana, and coconut. But how do you lose weight by eating cookies? Well, it's not really recommended by most dietitians because it actually limits your caloric intake to 800 to 1,200 calories a day. And since you're eating the same food most of the time, you're also missing vital nutrients. Number 5. Rebel Wilson. The Australian actress has been in comedy since the early 2000s, but her career really took off a decade later in movies like What to Expect When You're Expecting, Struck by Lightning, and of course Pitch Perfect. She's always been a huge health and body advocate, but she's frequently opened up about her health journey. The reason Rebel looks so drastically different in 2022 is that she's actually been working on her health and fitness since late 2019, and she's seen massive results. In a candid interview with the BBC, she talked about the differences in how she was being treated now versus then. Quote, "Sometimes being bigger, people didn't necessarily look twice at you. Now that I'm in good shape, people offer to carry my groceries to the car and hold doors open for you. And you think, is this what other people experience all the time?" So even though Rebel seems to be a lot happier now, she's also pointed out something that's really worth discussing. Her health journey has been a very public one, so it's great that the actress has decided not to hold back when she's talking about all the challenges that she's faced throughout, and she's certainly become an inspiration for others to make a positive change to their health. Number 4. Anthony Anderson. The 52-year-old actor took his weight loss journey to the next level in 2021 when he joined several famous actors and comedians like Will Smith and Chris Spencer for the Big Willie Challenge, also known as the Dad Bod Challenge. The men showed off their bodies post-quarantine before they embarked on a 12-week fitness journey. Anthony posted a shirtless photo on Instagram with the caption, "12 weeks, no trainers, all on our own. Challenge accepted." The legendary actor also captured a screenshot of his own weight on the scale, which showed that he weighed 223 pounds. During an appearance on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, he provided a brief update on his progress and said that in less than 3 weeks he had already lost 8 pounds. Anthony then made another post on Instagram showing off his full transformation. He captioned the post saying, "So after being away from the gym for 5 days, this is how I return. An hour and a half boxing with my boxing coach Phil Polina." Anthony also decided to bend the challenge rules by adding a personal trainer to his fitness regimen, but it must have been worth it because he looked fantastic. Number 3. Ricky Gervais. The 61-year-old comedian had a total body transformation back in 2011, where he lost around 10 kilos at the time without having to make any major changes to his diet. Instead, he claimed that he slimmed down by exercising daily. Ricky said that he started off every day by going on a run and finishing off his fitness routine with 20 minutes of weight training, and by keeping this up, he was able to indulge in all his favorite treats. In the years since his big transformation, his weight has certainly fluctuated, but he's spoken candidly about how hard it is to stay slim. Ricky went on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, and when he was told that he looks well, he said, "I'm getting fat again." He then explained why he was struggling to keep the weight off. Quote, "I didn't want to give up any food or drink, so I worked out, but now because I'm old and weak, I can't work out enough to burn off the calories I take in at night." So basically what worked for him back in 2011 is not going to work for him now, given that his age is getting in the way, although he certainly seems to be looking healthy. Number 2. David Harbour. The actor gained weight for his role in 2021's Black Widow, admitting that he got up to 280 pounds and he was happy with it. He then dropped about 75 pounds for his role on season 4 of Stranger Things, where his character Jim Hopper was being held captive at a labor camp. He then took to Instagram in July to show off the incredible before and after photos of his body transformation. Harbour explained that he worked with a physical trainer for 8 months to make the transformation, and then another year to keep it through the pandemic. He said, "All told, it was a difficult and exciting ride, changing diet and exercise plans. I lost over 75 pounds. He said that he was 265 to 270 in season 3, and then he got all the way down to 190 when he was shooting. Although the actor recently ballooned up again to play Santa Claus in his new movie Violent Night. He then went on to say, "I'm struggling to fight back down towards a good weight for whenever Hopper ends up in season 5. All this up and down is not good for the body, and I'll have to give it up soon, but it's such a fun part of the job to live in a different version of your skin for a while." So if anything, he made it clear just how difficult it can be to lose weight for a certain role, just to gain it all back again when you have to play a different character. It wouldn't be easy for anyone, but it's quite obvious just how much work he put into losing weight for Stranger Things. And coming in at number 1, Adele. Fans were really shocked in 2020 when the singer made a post on social media that showed her completely transformed look. Adele first turned heads at Drake's birthday party in October by sharing a photo of herself at the event, with the caption, "I used to cry but now I sweat." Then for her 32nd birthday in May of 2020, she posted a way more dramatic photo to thank her fans for all the love and well wishes, as well as the first responders and essential workers for keeping us safe. Now that the secret was out, Adele joked about her transformation in her opening monologue for SNL. She said, "I know I look really different since you last saw me, but actually because of all the restrictions, I had to travel light and I could only bring half of me. This is the half I chose." The 34-year-old looks extremely happy these days, and she's recently opened up about the healthy lifestyle changes that she made that helped her lose 100 pounds in 2 years. She told British Vogue, "My body has been objectified my entire career. It's not just now. I understand why it's a shock. I understand why some women especially were hurt. Visually, I represented a lot of women, but I'm still the same person."
Botox, fillers, and facelifts. Oh my, here are the celebrities who finally admitted to getting work done. Ariana Grande. In October 2024, the Thank You Next singer addressed plastic surgery rumors while hooked up to Vanity Fair's notorious lie detector test, answering her Wicked co-star Cynthia Erivo's pointed questions about what she's had done. In the clip, Grande denied having gotten a nose job, facelift, chin implant, and Fox eye lift, though she did note that she's open to a facelift down the line. The polygraph operator's verdict was, drumroll please, she's telling the truth. Grande was thrilled, of course, and she said, "This is the best day of my life. Take that, you YouTube people," seemingly addressing, the countless internet bullies who love to speculate about her appearance. Finally, Grande revealed what she has had done. She said, "I've had fillers in various places and Botox, but I stopped like 4 years ago, and that is the extent," she confessed. "But also, I am in full support of all people who do these things. Work, whatever makes women, men, non-gender confirming people feel beautiful should be allowed. Why do we care?" Selena Gomez, after a TikToker posted a side-by-side comparison of Selena's face as a teenager and as an adult, the Only Murders in the Building star commented bluntly saying, "Honestly, I hate this. I was on stripes because of the flare-up. I have Botox. That's it. Leave me alone." Other commenters are assuming that stripes isn't autocorrect and was actually meant to be steroids, which makes sense as a treatment for, a lupus flare-up. The Botox is not new information though. Gomez joked about having fresh Botox at the 2022 SAG Awards, and in December 2023, she clapped back at a commenter telling her to dissolve her implants with a straightforward, "Ha ha ha, yeah, I've had Botox, baby girl, no need to speculate." So, there you have it. Gomez has told us herself she gets Botox, period. Ariana Madix. In July 2024, the reality star replied to an Instagram reel shared by the account @Bailey's Botox, which speculated as to the cosmetic work she's had done since the series premiere of Vanderpump Rules all the way back in 2013. Over a recent image of Madix's face taken as part of the promo for her stint as the host of Love Island USA's latest season, injector Molly Bailey wrote toxin filler on the area she believed Madix has had work actually done. "I'll tell you what I've had," wrote Madix in the comments. "You're partially correct. Toxin 11s, meaning the lines like between the eyebrows, also Botox in her outer brow and her neck." She also said she's had minimal lip filler because her face is too small to handle very much, and admitted to filler in her chin. She went on to say absolutely no filler anywhere else, and I hope this helps. I'll keep y'all posted if I do anything else. Many though have predicted that 2025 will be the year she gets more done, so let's keep our eyes open for that. Olivia Culpo. So while prepping for the first weekend of Coachella in April 2024, Culpo spilled the tea on all things aesthetic, revealing that while she hasn't gone under the scalpel, she's gotten filler and Botox. Culpo said, "I fill my lips, I do not fill my jaw. There's actually a period in time where I would do Botox in my jaw to slim it, but I'm just embracing my natural structure now." Culpo also said that she gets Botox in the areas around her eyes, her chin, and halfway between the bottom of her jaw and mouth, which is also known as masseter Botox. While Culpo currently doesn't have cheek filler, she has had it done before. She went on the record and said, "I haven't in years. I don't want my face to be so concave." I guess she, explained. Finally, Culpo noted that she tried Botox just above her lip, also known as a lip flip, and never did it again. She said, "It made my lips look insane." Lastly, Culpo doesn't do Botox where you expect. She said, "I don't do Botox in my forehead. If I get Botox there, it actually looks like it's falling down. Megan Fox. So Fox has never been one to shy away from the truth, so it's no surprise her approach to plastic surgery and cosmetic work is similar. While appearing on an episode of the podcast Call Her Daddy in March 2024, the actor detailed exactly which plastic surgery she has and hasn't gotten. She declared, "My chest has been fake, by the way, since I was like 21 or 22. I got them done in between the first and second Transformer movies, but I had them done conservatively," Fox told Alex Host, who is the Cooper, denying that she's ever had a facelift, brow lift, liposuction, or any form of body contouring. As for what Fox has had done, Fox has gotten 3 chest augmentations, requesting 1990s dancer cup sizing for the third, I mean, whatever that means, 1 rhinoplasty, and 1 mystery procedure that she's like refused to disclose. Any guesses, anyone? She also said she's been accused of having about 6 or 7 rhinoplasties done, which she then said is impossible, as it would like literally cause your nose to fall off. She went on to say, "I don't understand the point of shaming people for getting stuff like plastic surgery done. It's like shaming people for coloring their hair or wearing gel nails. Where does that logic stop? What's natural enough for you? Megan girl, you do you, and we wish you the best." Martha Stewart. In February 2024, Stewart invited her cosmetic dermatologist, Dan Belkin, who's an MD, onto her podcast to set the record straight regarding which cosmetic procedures she has and hasn't done. Now, before I go further, keep in mind this is Martha Stewart we're talking about. She might as well have a PhD in withholding the truth, just enough to not consider it a lie. Anyway, according to Dr. Belkin, he did try a little Botox on her upper face, but Stewart wasn't a fan. She said, "My eyebrows kind of go up in a V, and that looks so unnatural, and I don't have lines in my forehead." So, though she does get neuromodulators like Botox injected into her jawline and neck, this is to reduce the banding on the neck and the downward pull on the face to keep those muscles a little weaker so the muscles of the cheek can pull. Dr. Belkin said that. As for fillers, filler is sort of controversial these days, said Dr. Belkin, who admitted that some filler can be really overdone. That's why he makes sure to do it very conservatively on Stewart. "We don't do it that often," he said, "but when he does, he injects some biostimulatory fillers into her cheeks as well as a little on the jaw." Stewart explained this as giving more plumpness in her cheeks where one tends to get, hollower. "We saw your Sports Illustrated cover, Miss Martha. You look good, so don't stress." Sofia Vergara. She looks amazing. There's no denying that, right? But the 52-year-old, swears it's not plastic surgery. The Griselda star does, however, admit to doing little things here and there. As for what those are, she said, "I do microneedling and little lasers for capillaries. I do Botox in my eyes and in my neck regularly," she told Glamour in 2024. "Little things that I don't need to sit in my house for a month because, unfortunately, I can't." Vergara has also opened up about filler, telling Allure magazine that she's completely against it. She said, once you hit a certain age, filler does good when you're like really young and you want a little bit more cheeks or to plump your lips a little bit, but at my age, 52, I feel it's not going to make you look younger, she said. Filler is going to make you look more done, and I feel like it actually doesn't pull you up, it kind of weighs you down. Well, you know what, whatever you're doing, Sophia, keep it up if you want to, of course. I'm just saying that you look great. Khloe Kardashian. Before you try to shade or shame Kardashian about her plastic surgery, piece of advice, don't. After years of being relentlessly mocked about her face, the reality star and mother of 2 won't hesitate to troll you right back. That's exactly what happened to a lucky commenter in May 2024 after Kardashian shared a clip of her morning workout on Instagram. "Do you miss your old face?" someone asked boldly in the comments beneath the post, to which Khloe shot back saying no. People in the comments loved her clapping back, saying, "I love how interactive Khloe is online. She's so down to earth." Kardashian has spoken, before about dabbing in injectables and undergoing a rhinoplasty as well, and on a reunion episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, the denim mogul got very vulnerable about how the public scrutiny of her face and body has impacted her self-esteem. "For me, everyone says, oh my gosh, she's had her 3rd face transplant, but I've only had 1 nose job," she said, "and everyone gets so upset, like why don't I talk about it?" To which she simply said, "No one's ever asked me." Fair enough. Chrissy Teigen. Teigen has never been shy about letting us in on her glam routine, even the parts that aren't so glamorous, like rashes and, altitude sickness. In 2019, she actually posted about getting Botox in her armpits, which can help stop excessive sweating. She said, "Truly the best move I have ever made. I can wear silk again without soaking, woohoo." That's what she wrote. She's also revealed she had another treatment done to her pits, liposuction. She said, it added 2 inches of length to my arms. That fat is coming back though, so I might need to go and pay for it again. In 2020, Teigen began documenting the process of getting her chest implants removed. "They've been great to me for many years, but I'm just over it." That's what she she shared. She also went on to say, "I'd like to be able to zip a dress my size, lay on my belly with pure comfort, no biggie. So don't worry about me, all good. I'll still have my chest, they'll just be pure fat," which is all a chest is in the first place, a dumb, miraculous bag of fat. Needless to say, the internet went into a meltdown with reports circulating Teigen had a lot more done, but the model was very quick to tweet out that one should never joke to the media, and she shut down the rumors like a boss. She said, "Reminder to never ever joke ever. I did do the armpits, no regrets, except it clearly came back." Cardi B. Cardi is willing to talk about anything, so it's not surprising that she's been pretty open about the work she's had done. In a video interview, she talked about her chest augmentation and illegal butt injections. Now, it should definitely go without saying that you should never do illegal injections, right? Like, complications from so-called back alley procedures can be catastrophic, even fatal. In 2024, she was very vocal about getting liposuction and going right back to performing, something that's not advised, which led her to needing to cancel shows due to the complications. As much as the artist has been honest about the cosmetic procedures she's undergone, the New York native has been just as honest about her regrets. She sent out a warning to women saying, all I'm gonna say is that if you're young, if you're like 19, 20, 21, and sometimes you feel like you're too skinny and you be like, oh my God, I don't have enough fat to put in my behind, so you result to doing shots, don't. Cardi is continuing to make changes though. The rapper revealed she had another round of injections removed in January 2024 and actually has plans to have more removed in 2025 also.
Have a daughter, too. I would be heartbroken if she wanted to get her body done at 19.
It's like a little doll. It's like a broken doll, like a baby doll.
Thank you.
Yeah.
In February this year, when Megan Fox partied after the Super Bowl, people didn't recognize her. She was spotted with her fiance Machine Gun Kelly, alongside Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. The four of them took a photo, but again, Megan did not look like herself. She was rocking an edgy look, but her face itself was different, and people online noticed it too. On Twitter, one person said that Megan's doctor should be arrested on assault charges, and another added, any more lip plump and she will float away. More people said that her new look was a glow down and that they were worried for her. Then, about a month later, Megan was on the Call Her Daddy podcast, and on it she addressed the plastic surgery rumors and every procedure she's had done in her entire life. She said she got her breasts done when she was 21 or 22 and then had them redone after breastfeeding her kids. "I got them done in between the first and second Transformers," she said. Now, Megan got them done as a young woman, and later on she had kids, and breastfeeding then ruined them and forced the star to have to hide her chest and herself from the public until they were fixed. Except they didn't get fixed. According to her, the second time she got her breasts done, the implants were actually too large, and her body fat couldn't hide the edges of the implants. They showed through her skin. Now, it required a third procedure to take the implants out for a pair a size down. She also added that she had her nose done in her 20s, and she also had one procedure that she's not willing to share publicly. "There's one thing I had done that I'm gatekeeping," she said. She also added, "I've never had a facelift of any kind, so no mid-facelift, no lateral brow lift, although I would like one." She continued on saying, "I've never had any fat removed. I'm a very lean person that doesn't have enough body fat or fat in my face, so I'll only ever put fat in." She also added that she's never had liposuction or body contouring before, but some people still don't believe her. Regardless, she looks very different than people have usually seen her. Chrissy Teigen has also been a topic of conversation when it comes to botched plastic surgery. Chrissy revealed in September 2021 that she underwent fat removal from her cheeks, known as buccal fat removal, which was all the craze with the celebrities. "I did that Dr. Diamond buccal fat removal thing here," she posted on her Instagram story, pointing out her newly sculpted cheek area. "And since I quit drinking, I'm really seeing the results and I like it," she said. But in June 2023, Chrissy shared a screenshot via her Instagram stories of a social media user who alleged that her face looked puffy due to face filler. "Have you seen Chrissy Teigen's new face?" the user wrote at the top of the video. "This post is not out of mean intentions, it's merely here to discuss overfill and its possible consequences. Chrissy Teigen's new face. Look at how your face could become if you're doing it wrong. There's too much reliance on
on hyaluronic gel filters and not enough focus on building foundations, skin structure, and support. This can result in a puffy and bloated effect. Now, in response, the model clapped back by writing over the screenshot, "No mean intentions, question mark, question mark, question mark," but saying this could be your face if you do it wrong, "You're a piece of shh, I gained weight." But fans are still convinced that she's done something else to her face, and honestly, it wouldn't surprise me. At the 2024 Grammys, Miley Cyrus shocked fans with her new appearance. It appeared that she got buccal fat surgery and brand new veneers that don't really fit her mouth. A fan posted on Reddit about this to see if other people noticed the changes too, and they did. "We need to imprison whatever plastic surgeon pioneered buccal fat removal," one person wrote. Another added, "I can't tell if it's the buccal fat removal or the giant veneers that make her look so off these days," a second added. Now someone else added, "She had a nose job for years, but yes, she's wearing contour on top of that. Honestly, with the buccal fat removal and the new veneers on top of her nose job, she's really working to complete her transformation into Tish, her mother." Now this is just so sad because Miley is so beautiful, but a lot of people think she's ruined her looks, including me, and it's honestly such a shame. Now, of course, we have to talk about the queen of plastic surgery, Kylie Jenner. Kylie is infamous for lip fillers she got as a teen that inspired her lipstick line. She lied about the fillers and then came clean, but it's hard to know what the truth is with her looks nowadays. Now, at the beginning of the year when she was on red carpets, fans were calling her out for looking old. Kylie was only 26 years old, but fans said she looked way older for her age. One person commented, "We're seeing in real time what long-term filler usage does as you age," and you know what? I honestly think they're right. There's so much we don't know about the beauty industry, and I don't think putting chemicals into your face is a good thing. Now, literally everyone on the internet was making fun of her for this, and she saw the comments. Kylie then addressed this in an episode of The Kardashians, as she sat down with her sister Kendall and broke down in tears when talking about the comments. She went on to talk specifically about Paris Fashion Week, and she said that for the first time, she decided she was not going to wear a lot of makeup while attending shows, which still prompted critics to attack her looks. "I'm wearing too much makeup, and it's like you're wearing too much makeup, then I go and I don't wear a lot of makeup and someone catches me in a weird light," she complained. She later said that she wasn't upset about this particular story, but that she was tired of hearing this her entire life growing up in the spotlight. Later on, she added, "I went on a journey last year dissolving half my lip filler. I hate even having this conversation over and over and over again. It feels like a waste of my breath because I think with me, it's never going to change." While there were some people who called out people online for being mean, others said they didn't feel bad for the star, as she and her family have been pushing unrealistic beauty standards on women for the past decade. And finally, there's Simon Cowell. Simon's looks have changed a lot throughout the years, and people have been calling him out. His face is just so sunken in, and his teeth, or should I say veneers, are way too white. It's honestly scary. Now, in 2022, Simon told The Sun, "There was a stage where I might have gone a bit too far with fillers. I saw a picture of me from before the other day and didn't recognize it as me first of all. Eric, my son, was in hysterics. Enough was enough. There's no filler in my face at all now. Zero." But then, shortly after this interview, he was unrecognizable again because he got fillers again, and he looks even worse. Now, I'm not sure if he will ever stop doing this, because if he didn't stop before, I don't think he will now, and he's just too far gone. Meg Ryan is back in the spotlight in Hollywood, but she looks extremely different than people remember her. Great to see Meg Ryan back with her bread and butter, but Lord, I wish she didn't mess with her face, wrote someone on Twitter. Another user added, "I'm not going to have anything done to my face. I'm afraid of ending up looking like a trout. All the women in Hollywood do. They all start to look the same at a certain point. Poor Meg Ryan, for instance. She was so cute." Now, Meg has never admitted to getting work done, but plastic surgeons are positive that she's had work done and it was botched. "She's a mess," said celebrity facial plastic surgeon Dr. Sam Risk. "I think she had a bad facelift in the wrong directions, sideways instead of vertical," he said. Now, other people think that she got her cheeks filled. Now, Meg once addressed the speculation by saying, "There are more important conversations than how women look and how they are aging," she told Porter magazine in 2015 in an article that has since been removed. "I love my age, I love my life right now, I love the person I've become, the one I've evolved into," she said.
"This is it, I can eat what I want, I keep taking this injection. and I'm like this. And I just think it needs to be in the hands of older people that totally understand there could be side effects to this.
The outline you here really small and on my chin pointy.
I don't like it at all. No. No.
Ryan Gosling's appearance at the Los Angeles red carpet premiere of The Fall Guy sparked a lot of rumors of plastic surgery and facial filler usage online. As the Oscar nominee posed alongside his co-star Emily Blunt, fans on social media speculated that Ryan may have undergone some form of cosmetic procedure due to a perceived subtle difference in his facial features. Chicago-based doctor, who has not treated Ryan, Dr. Autoplastics, said that it did appear that he had a significantly larger cheek fullness that is compatible with fillers or implants. The expert added that the odd-looking appearance of the outer corner of his eyes while smiling also suggested that he might have had some Botox for the crow's feet. Kylie Jenner, the Keeping Up with the Kardashian star, has basically grown up in the spotlight. So her transformation from youth to now being an adult with an offspring has been before our very eyes. Which means it's hard not to notice the drastic changes to Kylie's appearance in the more than 10 to 15 years since the show first aired in 2007. While fans have speculated about Kylie having undergone everything, we're talking lip filler, BBL, you name it, it's kind of hard to separate fact from fiction when it comes to her ever-changing aesthetic. But after years of denying she'd had lip filler, the star eventually came clean about that particular cosmetic touch-up. During a 2015 episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Kylie admitted, and I quote, "I have temporary lip fillers, it's just an insecurity of mine and it's what I wanted to do, but it's a little bit sad when you look about why she got it done." She mentioned that when she was young, she was insecure about her lips. Apparently her lips are naturally on the smaller side, and she mentioned that during one of her first kisses, a guy commented on that. He's like, "Oh, I don't think you'd be a good kisser because you have small lips." So then she's like, "Okay, let's fix that." She did admit that at one point she made her lips a little too big, and then her sisters were like, "Look, girl, we see it, you gotta chill." They were definitely right to let her know when it was becoming too much. Donatella Versace is a fashion icon who has been in the public eye for decades and has undergone a striking transformation over the years. So if you look at her face, the skin, it's very tight, very smooth, not a lot of wrinkles, but we can thank the facelift for that. Her cheeks are, something. Could be the result of implants or filler, but here's the thing, she's had a lot of work done, but it's not very balanced. She gets all that filler in her lips and her mouth just, balloons up, but she hasn't had enough volume restored to her cheeks, so it's a little disproportionate. Also, her face and the rest of her body doesn't really match, her skin, it's getting there. It's quite leathery looking, and her chest implants are kind of out of proportion for the rest of her body, so it's very etch-a-sketch. JB Lee Curtis has been honest about her troublesome feelings about aging and how her efforts to help it have actually hindered her work. So in a 2002 interview, she admitted to having a couple of procedures, lipo, Botox, but she didn't like the results of any of them. She even had some problems post-op. However, it was surgery on her under-eye bags in her 20s that she said actually hurt her ability to make a movie. She was completely cut from the cast, and that was her wake-up call. She's like, "Okay, we're done, we're out." Former star of The Hills, Heidi Montag, underwent 10 procedures in 24 hours when she was just 23. We're talking brow lift, Botox, nose job, chin reduction, neck, lipo, ear pinning, filler in the cheek, the lip, the smile lines, whole thing. And this was also dangerous that she actually technically died for a minute while in recovery. So with that much surgery, she had to have a nurse by her side the entire time, and her husband was very concerned. And at one point, her security guards called him and were like, "Hey, her heart stopped. We don't think she's going to make it." Now, Heidi herself has called all of this a mistake. She mentioned that some folks have fewer scars from car accidents than she had on her body from all of this. And to the shock and surprise of nobody, the poor thing had a lot of health problems because of these multiple surgeries, and after getting some of those enhancements reversed in 2013, she mentioned to news outlets that she was struggling with a decision. She said she didn't want to go back under surgery because it was just so traumatic, it was something she never wanted to be. She was so sick of being the surgery girl, and the last thing she wanted to do was to bring all that back up, but it was such a nightmare in her life. But she realized she had to do it. She's like, well, it's not really a choice, it's affecting my health, and I'm glad she put her health first. So while I totally agree that nobody puts baby in a corner, Jennifer Grey definitely put her career in one after she got a nose job in 1989 that made her, well, unrecognizable. So despite the success of Dirty Dancing, Grey felt that her looks would place restrictions on the type of future roles that she would be considered for. So following the advice of her mother, and not one, not two, but 3 plastic surgeons, one of whom recalled seeing Dirty Dancing and was like, why didn't that girl get her nose done? She underwent 2 surgeries to fine-tune her schnoz. So the second procedure, which was intended to correct a little bit of a problem caused by the first, was a lot more aggressive than was planned. So the new nose was described as truncated and dwarfed, and Jennifer was unrecognizable to people who had known her for years, and it completely restricted her ability to book acting roles. She recalled an airline employee who glanced at her driver's license and was like, oh, Jennifer Grey, like the actress. And when she was like, actually, it's me, the woman was like, no, I've seen Dirty Dancing a million times. I know Jennifer Grey, you're not her. To quote the starlet herself, it was the nose job from hell. She'll always be this once famous actress nobody recognizes because of a nose job. She said it was like being any witness protection program or being invisible. Priscilla Presley fell victim to botched Botox, but it was actually worse than you think. So this doctor claimed to have something better than Botox. Oh yeah, it was illegally smuggled silicone that was administered by somebody who was just pretending to be a doctor. I don't know how you don't do a thorough background check on people, but hey, that kind of explains why Priscilla's face is quite puffy. It doesn't explain the waxiness. That was probably caused by a combination of laser treatments and real Botox, but still, once again, poor thing. For those who missed it, Zac Efron attracted a lot of attention online back in 2021 after he appeared in Bill Nye's Earth Day special, and a lot of folks were like, did Zac get something done? So a year and a half later, he wound up addressing it. He was sitting down for an interview with Men's Health. Turns out he was injured in a severe accident that left his jaw completely shattered. He was running through his house in socks and he slipped, hit his chin on a granite fountain, lost consciousness, and when he woke up, turns out his chin bone was like hanging off his face. So this incident occurred in 2013. Zac had to have his mouth wired shut, he had to get stitches, and as a result of breaking his jaw, his other facial muscles, so the ones that are like used for chewing, had to overcompensate, and that's how his jaw kind of got reshaped. Zac went on to reveal that he had no idea about the online rumors and the memes until his mother called and was like, did you get surgery? Tara Reid said her career suffered after her 2004 chest augmentation left her with rippled skin and some deformed pieces, and also some really bad body contouring. All this was done by the same surgeon, and it changed her entire body for the worse. She mentioned that her stomach became the most ripply, bulgy thing. She had this hernia, she couldn't wear a bikini, and because of how she was portrayed in the media, she lost a lot of work. And for 6 months after her surgery, when she kept getting told, oh, it'll get better, things just kept getting worse and worse, and she eventually had the procedures reversed. If you asked anybody to describe Michelle Visage over the years, her prominent décolletage was sure to be mention number 1. Anybody who is a fan of Drag Race could quote a million jokes that have been made about specifically her chest, with the iconic Bianca Del Rio once saying, she'd show versatility when Michelle wears a turtleneck, ergo not showing off her most talked about feature. A former singer for pop group Seduction and a fixture of the New York City drag and ballroom scenes, Michelle got her first set of implants at the age of 21, when she couldn't shake the insecurity she felt over her naturally small cleavage. Back in 2021, the internet broke when she mentioned she was getting her implants removed. Turns out the entire time she had those things, she was going through physical hell from the side effects. She tried everything. She saw chiropractors, doctors, cryotherapy, saunas, cardiology, because turns out she was having heart palpitations. At one point, she was actually diagnosed with Hashimoto's, a thyroid condition, and the doctors were like, hey, don't know why. Well, now we know.